Stewie took a selfie with his idol, Katy Perry, and posted it online with a caption he had carefully drafted. But he never expected Katy to actually come across his post. She was absolutely furious about his caption and immediately clapped back, publicly mocking Stewie on social media.
Uh-oh. What? She thought my post was making fun of her. She put me on blast.
Stewie's account was banned instantly, and to make matters worse, Katy even doxed him by leaking his photo.
We gotta get you out of here before someone recognizes you.
Although Stewie narrowly escaped with his life, the ordeal was far from over. Hateful comments about him went viral across the internet. As a result, not a single classmate at kindergarten would talk to him, leaving him to play video games all alone every day. The severe isolation made Stewie want to leave Quahog, so he started packing his bags, ready to leave. But just then,
Robert, no!
I guess this really taught Stewie a hard lesson. Pissing off a top-tier celebrity can actually have such devastating consequences. Stewie was running for snack captain, but unexpectedly, his arch-nemesis Doug decided to jump into the race as well. Doug even posted flyers to deliberately belittle Stewie. Suppressing his rage, Stewie decided to crush Doug at the voting assembly with his sheer competence. However, his formal speech didn't win the approval of his classmates. Instead, it was Doug's parody video of him that made the students rally behind Doug. Just when Stewie thought he had no chance of winning, Doug couldn't hold it in and pooped his pants right in front of everyone.
What a godsend!
Stewie thought this blunder would guarantee his victory, but little did he know.
He surged in the polls?
It humanized him, made him more relatable.
In the end, Stewie did become the snack captain, but it wasn't because he won everyone's support. It was because Doug died in a plane crash, so the position naturally fell to Stewie. Peter wanted to become a boxer, and after some grueling training, he finally got his first match. But since it was his first time in the ring, he was completely unprepared. He got his hands and feet tangled up in the ropes the moment he stepped up.
Will it help? Is my butt out?
That little mishap didn't stop Peter, though. He eventually managed to get himself into the ring. However, all that training turned out to be completely useless, as he was getting absolutely pummeled by his opponent. But despite all the beatings, Peter never gave up on his dream of becoming a professional boxer. He just got more determined with every setback, and with sheer grit, he defeated opponent after opponent. He finally made it to the championship finals. After a fierce exchange of blows, Peter was left black and blue. In the end, he didn't win the match, but he became the only man who could ever challenge the champion. Quagmire used to be an enthusiastic tennis cheerleader, but his performance was met with under the judgmental stares of the audience, he decided to reinvent himself as a real tennis player. He started training like crazy day after day and successfully qualified for the tournament. However, before the match even started, he ran into
Come on, this can't be legal. What are you, blind?
Serve ball!
When the match officially kicked off, Quagmire immediately pulled out his signature move, the one-handed swing. With just that one move, he easily crushed his opponent.
Quagmire, I love your backhand!
From then on, he became an overnight sensation and a red-hot rookie in the tennis world, greeted by roaring fans wherever he went. However, the massive success went to his head and made him incredibly arrogant. He deluded himself into thinking he was invincible. It was this arrogance that made him fly into a rage at the slightest inconvenience during matches, even smashing his racket in frustration. Ultimately, due to his atrocious on-court behavior, the referee handed him a lifetime ban, completely ending his career. Stewie wanted to win a real medal, so he entered the Quahog pie baking contest. But when he held up his entry pie for Brian to taste,
What the? This is mud. Yes, it's a mud pie.
Brian advised him that he couldn't possibly enter the competition with a pie made of mud. However, Stewie argued that the rest of the family loved it, and he took Brian around to prove just how popular his pie was.
So good. Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Not so hammy, Meg. He's not an idiot.
Watching his family's over-the-top fake acting, Stewie had a sudden realization. He figured out that they were only lying to him so they wouldn't hurt his feelings. This time, Stewie decided to use his brilliant brain and actually research a delicious pie for the contest. To find absolutely fresh ingredients, he used his time machine to travel back to 1666 England and snatched the very apple that fell on Newton's head.
Ah! Gravity never happens!
Meg died in a car crash, and at her funeral, Chris was devastated. Just then, a girl stepped forward and comforted him with a kiss, which made Chris realize,
Wow, are girls coming on to me because my sister died? Cool!
to become more popular, Chris actually used Meg's death to make friends all over the school. He even swaggered around wearing an arrogant t-shirt that basically said, "Who dares disrespect me?" Thanks to this twisted kind of attention, he did get a lot of spotlight at school. However, a phone call completely shattered his life.
Meg, are you alive?
It turned out Meg wasn't dead at all. She happily arranged to meet Chris, eager to return to her family. But Chris just shoved her straight into the car.
Chris, what are you doing? Let me out!
Sorry, Meg, but I can't let you come home just yet. I'm too popular now.
For the sake of his own popularity, this selfish Chris literally sold out his own sister. Upon learning that Rupert used to be Chris's doll, Stewie actually wanted to eliminate Chris. He had an intense possessiveness over Rupert and didn't want anyone to have ever owned him, not even in the past. To carry out his assassination plan on Chris, he lured him to a restaurant and, catching him completely off guard, he rode Chris out to the middle of the lake, intending to throw him overboard. But just as he was momentarily distracted,
This is your brother.
Chris came to his senses and tried to fight back, but he was still no match for Stewie. In the end, Stewie knocked him unconscious and successfully threw him into the lake.